Hello, YouTube. Prof Sales. What's up, everybody? Let's see if we can get some people in here in the chat. Let me open up my other window and make sure that my sound is good. Let's see what's going on. Saturday night. All right. It's firing up. Sorry I was not on earlier today, just wasn't possible. So let me check we'll do a sound check before we get going here. Let's see. All right, there's that. So let me check we'll do a sound check before we get going here. Yeah, it sounds pretty good, doesn't it? Not bad. Let's see. All right, there's that. Try not to be on too long tonight because I do have some listings still to get done, some work to get done. So let me check we'll do a sound check before we get going here. Yeah, it sounds pretty good, doesn't it? Not bad. Hey, Karin. All right, cool. Maybe it'll actually work with the webcam and I won't have to use my other mic. One of these days, maybe I'll get a Mac. All right, so we're letting the room fill up a little bit. I don't want to be on too late tonight, guys, because I know there's some other YouTubers who come on at 9 o'clock, or maybe it's even 8 o'clock. I'm not sure, but I don't want to step on anybody's toes. You know, just common courtesy not to run your show while their show's running, try to, pull from their people. They pull from yours. Doesn't make much sense. So definitely will not be on here too long. Plus, like I said, I do have some more listings I need to get done tonight. But it looks like we got about 6 people watching so far, which is cool. So 7 now. How is everyone's Saturday gone? It's kind of the end of the week, right? For most of you, I don't know about you guys, I kind of end my week on Saturday for my reselling week. Sunday's sort of a day of rest. I don't know. How did your week go? Lots of good sales. Did you meet any of your objectives? Did you work on your processes? Did you find a way to overcome obstacles? I had a long conversation the other day about obstacles. And it just reminded me that there's tons of obstacles in this business that get thrown at you from all kinds of directions, and you have to figure out ways around them, over them, through them, under them. And that's just how it goes. It's not always perfect every day, and it's not always, everything doesn't always come up roses. So that's okay. That's what kind of makes it interesting, I think. Kind of fun. Mark says, week went okay. Gene sales were good. Ron says it was slow. Well, Ron, that's a good time to take advantage of that and say, all right, well, what can I do to increase maybe my listings when it's slow, or develop better sourcing methods? That's how you can look at it, I guess. At least that's how I usually look at it. I mean, slow times are never really slow times. They're just slow for one thing, but they can be extremely busy in another way. So I think if you always kind of look at it that way, you'll never really truly have slow times. You'll just have times when your focus is shifted from one part of the business to something different. Hope that made sense. 10 viewers on. We broke double digits. All right. Excuse me, man. Yeah, so had one little not funny thing happen to me today, but fortunate thing is a lot of you guys know I use padded flat rate mailers for my shipping from jeans. And today I got 2 sales back to back really quickly. And I thought, that's kind of odd. Usually that doesn't happen. I mean, they were literally within seconds of each other. Well, I realized they were for a very similar jean, and they were both 10 long. They were 2 different jeans, but they were both for size 10 longs. So somebody, decided to get 2 of them Who knows? Maybe they wanted 2 of them. Maybe they're going to send one back. I don't know. Hard to tell. But on the one, I had free shipping because it was an older one, and on the newer one, I had $6.50 in shipping, I believe. But the jeans were not real thick, so I folded both of them together as I normally do, and was able to wedge both of them into one padded flat rate mailer, which means it only cost me $5.90 to mail those. Had I put those in, say, a vinyl bag and mailed them, they would have probably come in around 3 pounds. I'm trying to remember where I sent them to, but it would probably cost me somewhere around, I don't know, $9, maybe $10 to ship them. Instead, I was able to get both in the $5.90. So never underestimate the power of the padded flat rate mailers. You can get 2 pair of jeans in them sometimes. If somebody buys 2 pair from you at the same day, you can combine the shipments. That way, you're only getting charged $5.90 to ship both pair of jeans. Whereas if you ship them by weight in just a regular package, you would pay almost twice that in a lot of cases. So, little tip for you there. If you get 2 items sold to the same person, see if they'll both fit in one shipping container. Always a good way to save money. I still would have come out okay, even if I'd had to put them both in a bigger package, but they just fit in a padded flat rate. They're a little tall, but there was plenty of room to open it. And I've done this before. It's not really a big deal. Pretty confident that it'll be okay. Anyway. 14 people on now. Thanks for that, guys. Nice little crowd on a Saturday night. I never do these at Saturday night, right? So, hey, whatever. Don't forget, too, Karn is going to be on the website on Revenue Wrap on Monday night. So we're going to be doing a show together with lots of cool conversation between us. And I'm looking forward to that. So she hasn't been on the show, really. She's been in a couple videos. She just did the one about denim, which was really successful. And, it'll be fun to have her on, a different perspective. She'll be in the same room, obviously, instead of, on another webcam somewhere else in the country, which would be cool. I also want to tell you guys I'm talking with a web producer on Fiverr, and I've narrowed down my website design to a few ways. So hopefully he will be starting work on that shortly, hopefully within the next day or so, and probably can get that done within maybe 3 to 7 days, maybe a week at the most. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to creating new content for that. Hope you guys will appreciate it and, just go blow it up, help me spread the news. And, I've been listening to a lot of podcasts lately from people who do websites, from people who have podcasts, from people who have YouTube channels. And, they're all geared around helping people succeed and whatever that looks like. And sometimes you just need somebody to bounce ideas off of. And I can respect that. But, I've always liked the idea of teaching people because it helps me learn things too. And I think the website will enable me to do that in a way that I really can't do with YouTube necessarily. The written word is a little different. It has a different impact than the spoken word. And they're both valid. It's just that it's nice to put things down on paper and you can refer back to them very quickly, or in this case, digitally, on paper, I guess, dating myself. But I think you guys will get a lot out of the website. I'm hopeful that you will. And, I know I'm going to have a lot of fun doing it. It's going to open up, another world, another avenue. Speaking of that, if you guys haven't seen, you can connect to me on Facebook or Twitter and Instagram. Is the best ways right now. I have a Snapchat, but I haven't really used it. I also have a Facebook page group that I've already started, and I will be sharing that with you guys shortly, and hopefully that'll become like another community for people to really, I haven't opened it up to anybody yet, so that's why you haven't gotten to it, but I think it'll be kind of cool. It'd be kind of cool to see people's comments. I know there's a big community of people. I mean, this channel has over 1,300 viewers, guys, and I would say probably no more than 10 to 15% of those people have commented on, videos. So you know, that's a lot of people that could potentially be contributing to this community that maybe they just need another avenue. Maybe it's the website, maybe it's Facebook, maybe it's Instagram, maybe it's Twitter. I don't know. So I'm just trying to lay that out there for you guys to see. Okay, so without any further ado, oh, I'm sounding choppy. Hold on. Hello. All right, let's see if I can fix this. Oh, I'm sounding choppy. All right, let's try this. All right, let's see if I can fix this. And will it work? Oh, I'm sounding choppy. All right, let's try this. All right, let's see if I can fix this. And will it work? Yes, sounds like it's working. Okay, so let me know if we have any more issue with it. Right now, it seems like it's working. Spiky says, I don't use Facebook. That's fine, Spiky. You know, there's other ways to connect to me, to connect to this community that we're building here. It doesn't always have to be through Facebook. So, you know, it's just, I'm just trying to open up ways for people to connect in this community. So, you know, no problem with that. Let's see. You know, there's other ways. Okay, so let me, without further ado, let me go ahead and share my genes results from yesterday, which was August 5th. So I'm going to do my screen share. So let's go to that. Okay, guys, so here was August 5th, which was the 6th day of this week. Listings at 563. Didn't have any photos really yesterday, and actually did not get any listed yesterday. Yesterday was a strange day. I'm not happy with my result there. But no stores gone to, sold 5, which was a good day. That's not quite 1%, but pretty good. Gross of 122. That's pretty good. So estimated net of $49.76. I really need to make this. There we go. And net per gene, look at this, guys, $9.95. That is really good. Pretty happy about that. That's close to $10 for all intents and purposes. It's really good. I'm happy about that. So 0.89% sold. That makes my numbers for the total 1504 gross, an estimated net of 565, net per gene 857. Selling 2/3% per day. Sell to list jumped up a little bit here, so I need to get cracking on my listings. You know, that means, again, guys, remember that's I'm selling 60 genes for every 100 I'm listing, but I probably need to make this more like I'm selling 25 for every 100 I'm listing, so I can really start getting ahead of these listings. Really got to get on the listing total. I just realized that listing is just not something I really enjoy doing. So there, I said it. It's out there in the world, but it's the truth, and you know, I'm not going to lie about it. But anyway, decent day yesterday, 122. Pretty happy with that, and we'll take it. If you know they all continue like that, you know, over the next few weeks, it'll be great. All right. So back to the video. Yeah. So you know, making progress. I haven't even been doing this a month yet. I mean, I think, you know, I think it's actually going to work. I want to tell you guys, I went and looked at the warehouse the other night that I've considered using for my gene business. And there is enough space there, but honestly, a lot of things would have to be taken out of it first. And I'm not sure how feasible that is given the situation. So I may have to think about a different solution, which kind of stinks. But when you start talking about putting, 25 of those black racks in a room and having room to walk in between them and get to things, then you need a place to take photos, a place to process and ship, a place to store supplies, a place to have a little office area, even if it's just a table set up. It's a lot of space. And you can't put all that in your house. It's just no way. So as this grows and evolves, I'm going to outgrow this house. That's for sure. But it'll be cool. I mean, I'll deal with it. If I have to go rent a space, which I don't want to do because it's expensive, I figure a space big enough for me to rent would be like, I mean, it might end up being $1,000 a month. It would not be cheap. And that's money that comes off of the profit of the business. Any way you look at it, not looking forward to that at all. Having to rent a space. It's cool. It'd be cool to have a space because I think there's something to the idea of you get up and you go to work, you go to your business. I think it changes your mindset a little bit. When it's in your house, I think sometimes you can fall into the trap of, well, I'll go work later because it's only 20 feet away in that other room. And then it gets later and you still don't do it. And then it gets later and you still don't do it. And all of a sudden it's late and it's time to go to sleep and you've wasted that time. I think there's something to this, wanting to go, being able to go somewhere to work. I think it does have advantages, but it is expensive, no doubt about it. And it's not something I will enter into lightly. So anyway, but yeah, just chugging along. Nothing really too much to report. I'm hopeful that with any luck, that within a week I can have that website up, and that's going to be cool. I mean, that's a game changer, I think. But you kind of have to have that in this day and time, and it's all going to integrate together with Instagram and Twitter and YouTube and Facebook. It'll all kind of be connected, because I started this out as just a channel, and it was more just for my own benefit than anybody else's, honestly, in a lot of ways. But I realized it's becoming a community. So I have to honor that. I have to find ways to sort of nourish that idea that we're becoming a community here and not just a bunch of random people who happen to show up on YouTube. And I really like that. I mean, it's a cool thing. I'm really proud of what we're building, and I hope it's helpful to you guys. I hope even if nothing else, you log on and you say, man, that guy's going to list a bunch of jeans. I don't even want to do that. I'm glad he's doing it because it showed me that I don't want to do it. Well, you learned something, right? There's value in that. So let's see. Louis, what's up, Louis the seller? I believe eBay created a listing process similar to Amazon's catalog system. It could possibly regain the #1 spot in e-commerce due to the instant gratification of getting paid every 2 to 3 days. Yeah, I don't disagree with that, Louis. I think there's reasons why they won't do that, mainly because eBay is probably a little more suited for selling one-offs than Amazon, where you have all these restrictions on brands and categories, as well as condition on Amazon. Amazon buyers tend to be a little bit pickier in general about condition. Whereas in eBay, you are able to easier, take the pictures and so on. But you know all this. But I think it'd be cool, but I don't still know how it would work for eBay. It's not who they are, maybe. So I don't know that that's why they would ever go to it. But anything's possible, right? Who knows? I mean, here's a dirty little secret, guys, and something I learned very quickly. Amazon has faster sell-through than eBay. I don't think anybody would argue that. Amazon has a bigger market share. Amazon has a lot of has the advantage of FBA. eBay has their valet program, but it's not the same. But there's one thing that eBay has going for it that Amazon has not been able to conquer yet. eBay as a platform is cheaper to sell on. I mean, it is. I mean, especially if you're going the Amazon FBA route, because Amazon FBA is going to cost you a couple bucks per item just to pick an item right off the top. And their fees are higher in general for across the board. Now, I'm not going to say that it doesn't offset. I mean, I think the advantages of Amazon probably offset that fee structure, but it does force you to source differently, because if you source a bunch of $1 items that you could buy for $1, let's say, and you wanted to sell them on Amazon and they sold for $5, but you need to FBA them, that doesn't make any sense, you know, because you're going to pay over $2 just for pick and pack. Plus, you got to pay to send them to them, which their shipment rates to them are really marginal. I mean, they have great deals for UPS. Don't get me wrong, but by the time you pay all the fees to sell that item and your buy cost, and you pay taxes on that item, the sale, I don't know that you'd even be making 75 cents. I mean, it'd be tough. So, you know, eBay has that going for it. It is a cheaper platform to sell on, especially if you're selling smalls, in my opinion. It's, you know, Amazon is easier, but you also don't have as many ways on Amazon to differentiate yourself as you do on eBay. If you're really good at taking pictures, or you're really good at writing a description, or you're really good at keywording an item, eBay is probably going to be a better fit for you, in my opinion. All things being considered. Now, it depends on what you're sourcing, obviously. But if you're better at finding bulk, if you're better at going out and doing RA and OA like you would on Amazon, or even just heavy thrifting, and you know, you're probably better at Amazon. And it's not that one's better than the other, it's just they're different. So, you know, to Louis' point, it's like eBay could become Amazon, but I don't think they want to, nor do I think they really should. You know, maybe they become something different. I think eBay could update some of their back-end software a bit. I find some things a little clunky and a little bit, they're not really well thought out. Their mobile apps could use a little work. Like having the ability to see the seller SKU on the mobile app is a little thing, but being able to enter down the mobile app would be great. I mean, that's just a nice feature to have. You know, why not put that in? That's not a huge programming change. You know, I wouldn't think, I'm not a programmer, but I wouldn't think. So, I mean, there are things they could do to improve, and Amazon could too. But anyway, Mother says, I've been sourcing jeans quite a bit more. What photos do you focus on for your listings? I've got a video on here, Mother, called How to Sell Jeans, but in a nutshell, and you might want to check it out. It's in the how-to section of the channel. But in a nutshell, the butt shot, the waist measurement shot, a shot of the tag inside, a shot of the inseam, a shot of the cuffs, forgetting any, butt shot, front shot, tag shot, inseam, cuffs, and I do a half folded shot where I put the jeans long ways and kind of fold them over half. Just kind of an extra shot for people to see sort of the wash, the distressing, if there's any, things like that. But yeah, basically 6 photos is the most I do, unless there's something special about the jeans that needs to be photoed or some sort of defect. So probably I would almost never have any more than 8 photos, and that would be unusual to even have 8. 7 is okay, so happens some, but 6 is by far the standard for me. But anyway, smalls for sure, bet on eBay. Yep, I agree, Spiky. I mean, they're just different platforms, you know? I don't know. I mean, I see value in both. But the funny thing is, it's like I so want to do smalls on Amazon because it's so easy on FBA. But the fee structure doesn't make it worth it a lot of times. You know, I mean, think if I told you, again, going back to my example, if you could buy a $1 item and flip it for $5 and pay no fees on it, you would say, give me all of them I can get. But, you know, because that's a good ROI and you're not investing a lot of money. Even if it never sells, you're only investing $1. How can you beat that? But that's just not the way it works. You really gain your advantage with Amazon when you start buying $10 items you can sell for 30, because then the pick and pack fees and the things like that aren't such a big drain on your margin. So I don't know, but I love them both. I like both of them, and my Amazon business is actually taking a little bit of a hit because I've been focused on eBay so much. So I need to focus a few days on that this month and get some more product in. You know, I'll eventually do another book update, guys, on the thousands of books I got. I keep having people sniffing around buying them too. It's funny. Hey, Prof, do you have 5,000 up in your store? Nope, I do not. I have a bit over 1/10 of that in jeans, and definitely not that many total. So nope, I do not. I just recently got up to 4,900 listings, actually, Body. I just recently got up to that just 2 weeks ago, maybe. So I couldn't have done it anyway. I was at 2,450 was what I had as my listing cap, and then they upped me to 4,900. So it's like, now what? But anyway, hey guys, 20 people watching right now. Thank you for that. I really do appreciate it. I also appreciate if you'd hit the like button, please. YouTube likes that as well. So if you wouldn't mind hitting the like button and giving a quick click, that would be awesome. But tomorrow is Sunday. I have a busy morning, and then the afternoon I will try to do another update. eBay's been a little slow in the later part of the day. It actually, I think I sold a few already. Yeah, I've actually sold 3 today already. So I'm hoping I get a few more tonight. Thank you, Jen. Appreciate it. And, so we'll see how it goes. But 3 already on the day. We want to really get up to that 1% if we can. And, that's the goal, 1%, guys. I think it's a decent goal. Nice comparison to eBay and Amazon a while ago. Yeah, so over here, and it's not like I'm some expert. I mean, there's people who know far more about both of these platforms than me. I'm just giving you my perception from what I've seen so far, and uh-oh, sound choppy. See, this is what happens. Hold on, let me make sure. I'm some expert. I mean, there's people who know far more about it. Hang on. All right, let's try that, see if that improves the sound. I'm going to be getting off here in a minute anyway. Sorry for the sound. I think it's just, I actually, guys, think it's my USB ports are the issue. So, I'm probably just going to have to get a new computer at this point, because I think fixing these ports is probably not worth it. I'm not even sure if that made a difference or not, what I just did. Let's try that, see if that improved the sound. I'm going to be getting off here in a minute anyway. Yep, it did. But anyway, I do appreciate you guys coming on tonight. As I said at the beginning of the show, I don't want to step on anybody else's toes who are starting shows here at 8 o'clock, which is already past that here in the East, or 9 o'clock. Hey, Mike, what's up, buddy? Yeah, but if you're making a living using platforms, you're welcome to your opinion, since I'm not sure. Well, yeah, I mean, everybody's got an opinion about them, and I don't look at it as one's better than the other. I just look at it, they're different. They're different, and it depends on your goals. It depends on your selling strategies. It depends on your comfort level. It depends on what sort of items you like to source. I mean, if you're going to sell used jeans like I do, you can't sell them on Amazon. So it's not even allowed. So it's not even a matter of me wanting to pick Amazon for that. And I didn't pick eBay. I didn't pick eBay because I'm like, well, I only want to sell used jeans, and it's on Amazon, and Amazon doesn't do it, so I'll sell on eBay. I just picked eBay picked jeans because it was something I knew and something I liked. And and obviously in this case, eBay is the best choice, I think, for what I'm selling in terms of jeans. But other things that sell are much better on Amazon. Books, I think they're hands down better on Amazon, assuming you can send them into FBA and make some money on them, because storing books takes up a lot of room. If you've got thousands, you know, there's booksellers, guys. There's one bookseller who Reagan had on a show a few months ago. These guys have 185,000 book listings. Now, granted, they get books in by the truckload and these big gaylords full of books, but there's no way you could store 185,000 books and sell them merchant fulfilled. Well, I should back up. You could, but you would need a warehouse. You would need a Mac Daddy inventory system. You would need tremendous amount of time and energy to pull. I mean, these guys are selling like 600 books a day. 600 books a day. You would spend a good chunk of your day just sourcing or just going to pick all those books and then shipping them to people. You'd spend your whole day doing that. So, you know, like if you're going to sell something like books in bulk, you know, FBA is a great example. I'm looking for more jeans now because you do it cool, you know, and you can do that. And, you know, jeans are a cool thing to sell. You're not going to get rich off of them. I would never say that to you. I don't think I'm going to get rich off of them. That's not my objective. But if you want to do something in bulk and you want to do something where I think you can ramp up fairly quickly and you can become knowledgeable fairly quickly. I mean, Mark is on here somewhere. I don't know if he's still on, Mark. But Mark went from not selling any jeans to now he's selling quite a few. It's a big chunk of his business. And he just applied himself. He just applied himself and really gone after it. And, you know, I applaud that. I really do. And, you know, you can do that with jeans. You can learn you could go pick 5 brands off of eBay and look at their sell-through rates and then go learn about those brands. And you could do that. You could do that in a day, honestly. I mean, it wouldn't take you weeks to do that. I mean, yeah, you'd have to go. There's a learning curve for sure, and you could go find those brands. You could go find them in your stores. Hell, Levi's alone. I mean, you guys aren't going to believe this. When I first started selling jeans, this is how dumb I was. See, I'm going to share this with you. When I first started selling, not dumb, I was ignorant of the situation. When I first started selling jeans, I was not selling Levi's. True story. And you know why I was not selling Levi's? Because I thought they were so common that they wouldn't sell for much money. Dumb. You know, I learned, I'm like, well, they're common because a lot of people like them. And while they might not sell for, you know, what True Religion goes for, you can sell a hell of a lot of them. But, you know, anyway, so, you know, you live and you learn. That was an embarrassing thing to admit, but I was not selling Levi's when I first started selling jeans. Michael probably laughed at that. Vegas says, hey, been enjoying the videos. Thanks for motivating. I'll be getting in the denim jeans sourcing 1 day a week, 99 cents a pair. Man, where are you sourcing, Vegas? That's awesome, man. If you get them for $1 a pair, cannot beat that. Where do you guys get these dollar jeans? I mean, it's just, there's none around me. If I ever do, I'm just gonna go crazy. If any of you source in Pittsburgh, there's gonna be fisticuffs. What was your best pickup this week? I did not buy any jeans this week, Mike, so nothing. Sorry. I get people ask me, do Levi's sell? So you aren't the only one. Yeah, I mean, you just think to yourself, they're so common. You know, it's like there can't be money to be made in those. Goodwill Sunday tag sales. Yeah, they don't do that here. They just don't. Or the Goodwill outlets. They turn out to be about $1.30 here, I think, the way they work at the outlets. But man, it is not an enjoyable experience, the outlets here in this part of the country. I don't know about where you're at. I know, right? I can't get jeans less than $3. Yeah, I can't even get them that cheap. I'm still trying to hear from this one guy locally who has like 500 pair he wants to sell, but I can't get him to message me back. So who knows? I wasn't selling Levi's either. Crazy, because I love wearing them. I get $1 a pair of jeans at the outlet on 50% off days. Yeah, I pay $1.19 a pound. Yeah, that's probably about what they are here, I guess. Maybe they're a little bit more than that. I think they work out too. I think it's $1.40 a pair here, a pound. I got to go back to the outlet, but man, I'm telling you, you know, it's just almost not worth it. It is just not a fun experience. But I guess I'm going to have to do it some. I guess I'm missing out I don't think I'm missing out on the really high-end jeans at those outlets because I think a lot of those do sell through in the stores. But I am missing out on bread and butter jeans that are at the outlets. I mean, hell, for $1.40, you literally could probably make money on any jean brand if you pick them up for $1.40. I mean, that's really cheap. You might not make a lot, but you're going to make money. So, I mean, you could sell $1.40 jeans on eBay for probably $10 plus shipping and go nuts. So, I don't know. Maybe I'll do some more of that. It's just, I just hate that outlet. It's just not a fun place. But sometimes you got to do what you got to do, right? I'm selling the crap out of Christmas stuff already. Yeah, that's something I should be better at, but I'm just not. 3 pairs of NYDJ at the outlet, cha-ching, all over size 12. Yep, those will sell. You'll have no problem moving those BMJ ankle. New York, not your daughter's jeans. I mean, you're not going to sell them for a tremendous amount of money, but you're going to sell them. All over size 12. Hell, I'd probably put, I don't know, $18, $6.50 shipping, maybe even 20. You probably could get 20 if they're oversized 12. Probably $20, $6.50 shipping. Yeah, why not? You're going to net like $12 on those probably, depending on what your cost of acquisition was. So good deal. All right, guys. Well, listen, that's going to do it for tonight. I've got to get off here and get some listings done, but I really appreciate you guys coming on tonight. I know it was sort of impromptu and last minute, but I love talking to you guys, and it's just so cool to be part of this community, and thank you guys very much. But hit me up with a like or a comment down below. I really appreciate it. And yep, Chad and Cam are coming up. Yep, I know. And I'm gonna get off so they can have their moment in the sun, because I would never want to step on their toes, and I apologize for going this long. All right, guys. Well, listen, that's gonna do it for me. And leave me a comment down below. Hit the subscribe button. Find me on Instagram and Twitter if you want. And just wait for tomorrow. There will be another video, more than likely. All right, guys, I appreciate it. And this is Prof Sales saying good sales to you. Have a good one.